Good morning, Chairwoman Velasquez, members of the committee, ladies and gentlemen. I'm President and CEO of MacroGenics and Chairman of the Board of Applied Genetic Technologies Corporation. I'm appearing before this committee on behalf of Biotechnology Industry Organization. I'm a scientist, physician, and entrepreneur, and for the past 25 years I've worked at the NIH and in the biotechnology industry. I have seen the importance and impact of the SBIR program in the biotechnology industry firsthand. But sadly, from my perspective, current rules have been inhibited and interfered with the growth and survival of the small private biotechnology companies in the development of promising technologies and products due to the inability of venture-backed companies to participate in the SBIR program. Let me provide an example. AGTC is a small private biotechnology company in Alachua, Florida, developing cutting-edge product candidates to treat and cure different genetic diseases using adeno-associated viral vectors. The company, by all parameters, is small. They have 7 employees, no product revenues, and large capital requirements to advance their programs through the early stages of preclinical and clinical development. They have raised $37 million from venture capitalists to date, and because of their capital structure, they are ineligible to receive SBIR funds. AGTC received several SBIR grants from 2001 to 2003 for 3 different projects to advance treatments for rare diseases and expand the technology platform. These were projects that were either too early in the development cycle or targeted to too small a patient population to be of interest to the financial investors. In 2003, the company applied for an SBIR Phase 1-2 grant that was initially approved for award with excellent reviews, but had to be withdrawn due to the VC ownership. This grant would have advanced a treatment for Pompe's disease, a fatal genetic disorder that in many cases causes the death of infants by 1 year of age. No investors were willing to fund this early-stage work on Pompe's. To date, 6 years later, no further work has been done on this program. This is a small company doing promising work whose innovation pipeline is hindered by the current SBIR eligibility rules. The National Research Council's 2009 report stated that restricting access to SBIR funding for firms that benefit from venture investments would thus appear to disproportionately affect some of the most commercially promising small innovative firms, and that the current SBIR eligibility rules have the potential to diminish the positive impact of the nation's investments in research and development in the biomedical area. Advancing science now through the valley of death has never been more important than it is right now, as numerous small biotechnology companies are being forced to shelve promising therapy as a result of the current economic crisis. In fact, in just the last 5 months, at least 40 U.S. biotech companies have either placed drug development programs on hold or cut programs altogether. These programs include therapies for HIV, cervical cancer, multiple sclerosis, diabetes, and lots of others. The impact of the current economic crisis on small biotechnology companies has been and continues to be severe. According to the latest data, 45% of small biotech companies have less than 1 year of cash remaining, and a recent joint study by Bio and Thomson Reuters indicate that the majority of biotech investors are changing their investment approaches towards lower-risk projects. I appreciate the opportunity to discuss the much-needed changes in the current SBIR program. My recommendations can be grouped into 3 general areas. First, increase competition for SBIR grants and provide awards to small companies with the best science and most promise to benefit the public. SBIR plays a critical role in aiding these small biotechnology companies navigate through this valley of death where the concept is too high risk for private market support. Bio supports the provisions in the SBIR reauthorization legislation that would reinstate eligibility for small biotechnology companies that are majority venture-backed. This will ensure that the most competitive pool of applicants and that grants awarded will be based on projects that show the most promise in bringing breakthrough therapies to the public. Second, clarify SBIR eligibility rules to make them easier to understand and increase transparency regarding the program's operation. Currently, the application of affiliation rules often results in small companies with 50 employees being affiliated with hundreds of other employees of companies simply because the companies share a common investor. Bio supports provisions in the SBIR reauthorization legislation that would create a more rational and effective affiliation process. Specifically, Bio supports language to clarify minority investment by venture capital operating companies that does not make the company an affiliate for purposes of determining size. Finally, third, maintain agency flexibility to make certain SBIR program continue to serve the needs of individual agencies BIO supports provisions of the SBIR Reauthorization Bill that would protect an agency's ability to fund commercialization programs and determine when it is appropriate to exceed award amounts. As the National Academy of Sciences 2000 report made clear, SBIR should continue to rely on agency managers' judgment, experience, and understanding of mission needs to effectively administer the SBIR program. Thank you very much for your time.